So Team Canada versus Team Others. That's the 8th and 9th seed duking it out. So, Nelson, to start off our tournament, who do you think is going to become? We're doing a 7-game series too. We're not just doing a one and done. We're doing a genuine best team win 7-game series. So we got Team Other and Team Canada duking out 7-game series. Who do you think will be the winner of this team?
Well, if we just going off what we know and what we've seen
Mm-hmm.
in a 7-game series, I would take Team Canada probably to win in 5 or 6.
Really, you going 5 or 6?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be very close. I think the only thing the others have for them is they got some size that maybe the Canadians don't have. The Canadians have Tristan Thompson, Kelly Olynyk, Zach Edey as their bigs, and those are they bigs, but they're not super mobile, super physical. Tristan Thompson is solid, great rebounder. Kelly Olynyk, he gonna come in, play hard. He can shoot a little bit. Zach Edey, tall, big, kind of a presence on the inside, but none of them gonna give you a whole lot on the inside like that, scoring wise at least. And then on the others, they got Yao Ming, who obviously can dominate at times. They got Şengün, who can score the ball. They got depends on how you feel about Ben Simmons, who he can help him out. AK-47 is gonna help him out. And they can score a little bit, and they can space the floor. Şengün, AK, they shoot the ball. They're gonna space the floor. Then you still got Yao. You got Andrew Bogut to back up 5. So I think that's one of the few things they have going for them. But outside of that, man, the others don't have a go-to guy, in my opinion. Josh Giddey, Joe Ingles, Hedo Turkoglu are their scorers for real, for real. I guess you would probably say Şengün is their scorer. But, like, who is the other's best player? You know what I mean?
Best player, maybe Yao, maybe.
You would probably say Yao off the strength, but I don't think Yao is going to be a good number one option. You talking about winning the playoff series. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then Josh Giddey is good, but I don't know if I trust him to lead my team and be the number one option.
No.
Denny Avdija and Şengün probably our best bet to like go two-man games. Denny Avdija, Şengün, Yao Ming. You know what I mean? That's probably their best bet. But then I go to the Canadians, man. We already got 2 MVPs. You know what I mean? Steve Nash at SGA. Put Steve at the 1, SGA at the 2. That's already tough in itself. The 3 spot could be you could try to add more scoring and go Jamal Murray at the 3, or you could go more of a role player spot there like Lou Dort or Andrew Wiggins at the 3, and they're gonna be ready to play defense and shoot the ball when they open. 4 spot gonna probably be Kelly Olynyk, and then 5 probably gonna be Zach Edey, Tristan Thompson, whoever you decide. Then coming off the bench, you're gonna have whoever didn't start between Lou Dort and Andrew Wiggins. You have gonna have Dylan Brooks come off the bench. They gonna be solid, man. They're just gonna be solid. And Ben Mathurin is gonna score the ball coming off the bench. We know he can come in, get a bucket, provide a spark. He did it for the Pacers this past playoff run they had, got them to the final, helped get them to the finals. Ben will come off the bench, play 20 minutes, get 16 points. You know what I mean? So I just think the others don't have anything that can combat that. They don't have the scoring power that comes with an SGA, Steve Nash front court or back court, I mean. So, I think Canadians taking it in 5 or 6 games.
I think this goes a minimum of 6. And I would not be surprised if others win. Because I just think their defense, like, yes, they don't have a go-to scorer. Like, I think we're kind of downplaying Yao some. So if we are, so be it. But I'll big him up some and just say I don't see Tristan Thompson really giving him enough of a problem. Kelly Olynyk giving enough of a problem. I think you might have to start Zach Edey at the 5 just to combat against Yao.
Yeah, I can see
but I
that.
don't still don't see him being enough of a problem to like really handle Yao. You know what I mean? Like, yes, they're about the same height, but skill wise, they're not in the same. They're not playing the same game. You're talking about skill. So I give Yao that nod of being, I don't want to say the X factor, but like a huge important piece to the series. And then me talking about defense, it's like Ben Simmons. I'm probably sticking Ben Simmons on Nash, and I'm probably sticking Karolinko on SGA. So it's like, man, you got two juggernaut defensive team, first team all defense caliber defenders. Both of them being at least 6'8" or 6'9". I forgot how tall Karolinko is. Um,
Ain't go like 6'10".
so we got two 6'10" guys guarding you. You know what I mean? Like, and Nash is what 6'2", and SGA is 6'6". So that's not gonna be easy matchup on either end. Like Nash, I'm like, oh, I can cook him. It's like, yeah, he's still gonna go off, bro. But mind you, you got 6'10" guarding you. You know what I mean? Maybe faster, maybe quicker. No, he is faster. Probably just as quick as you, if not quicker. So it's like you really gonna have to be craftier than crafty going against that. So now SGA, he can probably be more efficient going against AK-47 because he's used to having this type of thing going against him. So, but I think both of them end up having a tough series just off of those two alone. Um, Now, the spark off the bench for the others will be Patty Mills. Like, yeah, we only scored 22 points the first quarter. In come Patty Mills, light us up for a quick 6 off the bench. You know what I mean? Like, Turk can shoot. You want to go shooting with them, you probably take Ben out. No, you do take Ben out. You put Patty Mills in, you keep Turk. I don't know if AK is the best shooter, so I put Denny in right there. No, I go Joe Ingles in, Sengun to the 5. And so we're looking at Patty Mills, Turk, Joe Ingles, Sengun, and probably Denny. That's my 5 rolling out if I need offense. And at that sex compared to Team Canada, of course not. But it's enough to say we can score with y'all. So I think if it comes down to it, if this is how I think about stuff sometimes. What does their worst game look like where they still win? I don't know for Team Canada because I don't think their defense is enough to match up with others' defense. Like defense is going to be their thing. Like their worst game is we can't score, but y'all ain't finna score either. Like y'all
Team
definitely not
Canada?
scoring. Others. The others'
I,
best game is we can't score the ball that well, but y'all definitely not scoring that well. They all finna have an issue because everybody on the floor at the starting 5 is about 6'10". So
who
that's
would you
kind of why
say
I see
starting
it.
five is for the others? If you were coaching them, maybe who would you start?
Ben Simmons, Hedo Turkoglu, Andre Karolinko, Sengun, and maybe Yao. Uh, Either Yao or Bogut for the 5. Just depending on what we looking like and what we need. So not the sexiest group, but
You said
I
Ben
would lean into
Simmons,
the height.
Hito
Mm-hmm.
Turgaloo,
Mm-hmm.
AK-47,
Mm-hmm.
Shingun. You said Shingun,
Yeah.
and then either Yao or Bogut.
Yep.
So that is a big lineup, but I don't think that lineup is getting you no scoring for real, for real. Like Hito can get a bucket, Shingun can get a bucket a little bit. I wouldn't even say Hito good. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Shingun, but if you was like, I'm gonna get to such and such, and he got to give me a bucket, who was that person?
For the starting 5,
Yeah.
either Turk or Yao.
Circle, yeah. Okay, now fourth quarter come about. We down 3. There's like a minute left. Who we running the place for? We
Turk.
trying to get Hito open or Turgaloo? Yeah.
Yep. Because you
Okay.
gotta remember when he was with the Magic, he was the one getting the ball, and the
He
ball was in his
was.
hands.
All
He was
right.
in the game winning. So I'm like, now, would I love that compared to the rest of the teams, and specifically for this matchup, Team Canada? I don't see shot for shot. Like if every game came down to like, all right, others have a game winner and Canada has a game winner. The fact that Canada has 3 guys you can go to very comfortably between Nash, Jamal Murray, and SGA, that's a tough matchup to have. It's like, all right,
Them three
Turk.
killers.
It's like, all right, Turk, you got to figure out how to win compared to them. And then your next best option is maybe Joe Ingles or Patty Mills. Let's do a 3-on-3. So you got Turkaloo, Patty Mills, and Joe Ingles for your game winner compared to Nash, SGA, Jamal Murray. That's real ugly.
It's
That's
terrible.
real ugly.
And then, like, not even that. I think the Canadians' only weakness is bigs. Like, and they at least they got them. They got big. They got Tristan Thompson. They got Kelly Olynyk. They got Zach Edey. And those they play the big position, but they ain't gonna give you too much. You know what I mean? They gonna play their role. Tristan Thompson in his prime, he come in there and get you a bunch of rebounds. Everything. Kelly Olynyk can shoot a little bit. Zach Edey gonna take up space. He a presence now, but he ain't gonna give you too much on offense or whatnot. He just a presence. You can't help off on it. Lob it over the top on defense. He gonna be big in the paint. He a presence. So it's something. That is the only downside to Canada, I feel. But I don't think the others are taking full advantage of that, in my opinion. Because it's like Yao Ming versus Zach Edey. Don't get me wrong, Yao better than Zach Edey. But at least we have somebody Yao size. You know what I mean? Because everybody ain't got that. We got somebody Yao size. But y'all ain't got no Steve Nash or SGA on y'all team. And that's kind of how I look at it. Like, man, Steve gonna take care of the ball. We run it first and foremost. We run it. We already know that.
Others can run too, though.
You're right. I'm not saying y'all can't, but we also got defense on the perimeter too. Like the way you just described, they also have defense on the perimeter. SGA is a good defender. Then we got a Lou Dort. We got an Andrew Wiggins that can guard. Dylan Brooks who can guard. Tristan Thompson can guard. He's just on undersized big.
Yep.
Like these guys gonna play defense, and they can shoot. So now you got Lou Dort. He know he gonna be 3-and-D. He gonna give you what you need. Dylan Brooks same way. Dylan Brooks starting to come into his own a little bit this season though. But he know he gonna have to play defense. Yeah, come on now. You see. And then Ben Mathurin, he a solid defender. He okay defender, but he gonna come off the bench, give us a spark. And then Jamal Murray, Steve Nash, SGA gonna give you what you need. That's just, I feel like I'm putting everything on them at the end of the day. So everybody else just rally around that, play D. You know what I mean?
No. So, all right. So let's look at it like this. I won't stay on this too long because we got more to get into. So, so you got Lou Dort starting for Canada, right?
If I was coaching, I would start. I go Steve Nash, SGA. I'm probably going Kelly Olynyk and Tristan Thompson, 4-5. And then off the bench, I'm gonna have Dort. I'm gonna have Dylan Brooks. I'm gonna have Ben Mather. I'm gonna have Zach Edey and Jamal Murray. Because I want Jamal Murray to come off the bench and run the show. Honestly, that's what I want. Because I got Steve, I got SBA. You know what I mean? I don't need Jamal Murray also. So I'm gonna put a role player in. I'm gonna put Wig in there. Wig gonna give you what you need. He don't care. Then I'm gonna let Jamal Murray, Ben Mather come off the bench, Lou Dort, and it's gonna be a step down, but it's gonna be the same look. We got Steve Nash. Steve Nash, we will drop down from Steve Nash to Jamal Murray. We know he a playoff killer. SGA to Ben Mather. We know Ben Mather gonna come in ready to score. So it's not the same level. Of course, we dropping 2-3 tiers now from Steve Nash to SGA, but it's the same. You still got to guard these guys. These are two guys that come in and get 30. Then we go from Wig to Lou Dort or Dylan Brooks, whatever, how we rotate. He's still gonna come in, be 3-and-D, be dangerous, play defense. We don't miss a beat, in my opinion. That's why I say it's like 5 or 6 games. I think I'm taking Canada.
All right. So if if you got Nash, SGA, Wiggs, Kelly, and Tristan, who's guarding Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons
Prime, like,
guarding Ben
like
Simmons.
no, like actual Ben Simmons. We ain't talking about the way we think about it now, but actual Ben Simmons when he was DPOY caliber, 3-time like the real Ben Simmons. We're taking prime of everybody.
Well, basically your lineup, somebody shorter is going to be guarding somebody taller. If you start four,
Mm,
6'9" guys, it is what it is. But I really don't care who guard Ben Simmons, honestly, because he gonna have to post up at the end of the day. Ben gonna have to post up.
okay.
If you try, we got bigs, whatever. If y'all gonna beat us on Ben Simmons drives and post ups, then doggone it, we deserve to lose. You know what I mean? I'm saying we like I play for Canada or something, but I'm taking Canada out of that scenario because we gonna help off obviously we can't just help off Yao being the darker spot. But if you start Bogut over Yao, I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna make it a little easy. I feel like Yao gotta start. Even though he is a guy you probably want to post up, I
That's
feel
gonna
like you
make it
gotta start
easier.
Yao. For easier for them, I'm saying like for the others, Yao
Oh, I'm
probably
gonna
need to
say easy
start.
for y'all. Like I don't know, bro. That's
No,
a
no, no, no,
Bogey
no,
used to get a bucket.
y'all should start for the others, in my opinion, because y'all not gonna get the ball to Bogey like that. Imagine being real.
Yeah.
Y'all not getting the ball to Bogey like that. And then, uh, he don't get a bucket, of course. Şengün was tough. We putting Tristan Thompson on Şengün, Kelly Olynyk on the other big, and we live with that.
All
Because I,
right.
I like
So
Tristan Thompson to be able to guard him. I don't care who guard Ben Simmons. Stand
okay.
at the free throw
So
line and whatever.
so you finna give up 25 points is what I'm hearing off of
To
Ben.
Ben Simmons,
Prime Ben Simmons was giving you 20 and 8 and 8.
prime Ben Simmons averaged like 18 points. I
Okay,
don't know if he ever
18.
averaged 20.
Well, what I'm saying is in a playoff series like this, hey, you finna have somebody 6'4" guarding you. We're going downhill. We're finna post up. So if that's what I have to rely on, I can take that because now, okay, y'all want to double team that. Forget that. We're gonna take out Yao. We're gonna put in Patty Mills. We're gonna put in Ingles. We're gonna put you with shooters. And we're still going to be pretty tall because Ingles is like 6'7" maybe. Patty Mills is the shortest person on the team, and he's like 6'3". So now it's like, okay, cool. You want to double team, kick out the Patty Mills, kick out the Joe Ingles. So now we're going to play that game. And we're still finna defend you on the other end because we still have Turgaloo and Ben's finna have to lock y'all up too. And then Kirilenko's still guarding too. So it's like, yes, you thinking Ben Simmons ain't finna give you nothing, but he's finna go downhill. Like Prime Ben wasn't just post ups. Like he's still coming downhill getting fouls. So in today's game, you want to skip forward however many years it's been, 10 years, the foul game's finna be crazy. So him and SGA finna be foul for foul, basically, seeing who can foul the other team out. So and then Turk coming down the other end, still giving you buckets. You got Patty Mills finna cook, Joe Ingles splashing for 3. Sengun probably gonna rack a couple fouls too. And so the couple handful of bigs y'all got, finna have to deal with Ben Simmons and Sengun getting y'all in foul trouble. So y'all finna be playing a 6'5" or a 6'7" 5-man against nothing but 6'7" people and up. So I honestly think it goes 7, but for the sake of continuing on with this, I do think Canada wins. The reason being is one, the depth of like the high level of skill that they have and the depth of the high level of skill. Because all right, cool. My top 3 players are still better than your top 3 players. Like if we're drafting players, Canada has the first 2. Then you could go Ben or Jamal Murray for the next player. That's debatable. Like actual real Ben Simmons, not the current Ben Simmons, but actual real Ben Simmons is a conversation to be had. So if we're going top 5 picks, one of them coming from the others, they might get the 5th spot, maybe. with Yao, probably. And so because of that, I'm giving an edge to that in the depth of what they have. I don't see Nash, SGA, and Jamal Murray having that many bad games to where they can't win a 7-game series. So I do agree Canada wins, but I think it goes 6, possible 7 for me. I don't see it being 5. I just can't see. Honestly, I think this team is something like the '04 Pistons, I want to say, whatever that was, where it's kind of like real gritty defense. We locking y'all up, and we kind of scoring by committee. Everybody's finna pitch in anywhere from 14 to 18 points. Ben Simmons giving you about 18, Turk giving you another 18, AK giving you 12, Sengun giving you 16, Yao giving you 18, maybe 20. He might be the one to push to 20. So that's kind of what I see from it. But I wouldn't, if there's another team, I would probably give them that nod in winning that round. But I think Canada has too much talent and the depth of talent too. So that's what I got.
Well, I still don't think it's going 7, but I'm glad we can agree that Canada wins. I think another thing that you forget, and then we can move on, obviously. You're gonna have to put Jeremy Lin in the game. You ain't want to mention Jeremy
Jeremy
Lin,
Lin,
but
he ain't
I
on the
got to.
team.
Jeremy Lin was on the team.
No, you're not. We cut him out.
Did we? Okay, well, I still got him on my roster. My fault. I was gonna say, this man ain't mentioned Jeremy Lin once. But
Shoot, he
you,
got a
when
defend, but you got who Nash guarding? If you talking about that,
Steve Nash ain't got to play great defense, dog.
okay, Jeremy Lin.
But
Like this is the thing.
Jeremy
When you
Lin ain't
got
gonna give
this,
you what Steve Nash give you on offense, though.
hey, we're talking Lynn Sandy. Lynn Sandy, he giving you.
So now we talking 2 weeks of a prime. He's gonna
How
be
long the
competing
playoffs got
with.
to be? How long the playoffs got to be? We need him
He
good for
ain't
2
doing it
weeks,
in the
brother.
playoffs, my boy. Melo came back and said, "All right, young blood, that's enough. That's enough out of you." But
So we gonna play Jeremy Lin very sparingly because we don't need Lynn Sandy. We don't need that much. All right, we down and out bad. Hey, Lynn, go ahead and do your thing. Kick off 30 piece. That's all we need, man. That's all we get. If Lynn was on the team, but anyway, he ain't on the team.
nah, bro. But we probably put wig on Ben Simmons, and if AK-47 kill us, AK-47 kill us. But I say the same thing about Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons kill us, we deserve to lose. No, hey, that's just what it is. But
Hey, man.
as long as
Ben,
we got 2 MVPs on this side, we better win a series. That's all I'm saying.
I think the real thing that hurts this team, I think the only true thing that I think hurts this team is not having enough shooting. Like if
Yeah.
the others had better shooting, that's scary. Because Ben Simmons coming down here, he trying to double off of that, kick out to a legit shooter. And I think if Sangoon and or AK were better knockdown shooters, this is a whole different matchup. I think they probably upset a lot more teams. But because the defense, I think they might have top 3 defense of everybody on here.
Thanks.
So having the top 3 defense in this quote unquote league we have, with the level of height that they have and the level of shooting that they could have, that's gonna be a tough matchup, man. But anyway, Team Canada won, so they're moving on, and they'll be facing the number 1 overall seed Black Americans.